Welcome back to my channel. So during this video we will be using the Profusion's Chocolates eyeshadow palette. I used to like this palette when I first purchased it. I just have not used it in a very long time. So we're going to dive into this palette and come up with a nice, simple, easy, everyday eyeshadow look. So we are going to start out with this ColourPop E5 brush. And this is just this large, flat blending brush. And we're going to start out with the second shade on the first row. And we're going to place this shadow right below our brow bone area to set the area right above the crease. So let me zoom you guys in just a little bit. So we're going to place that shade and just pack it right in that area to set the base. And this morning I used the Juvia's Place eye primer in the shade number 1. So we're going to pick up some more of that shade and just make sure it's packed across this area really well to set that concealer under the eyebrows. You want to just make sure you pack it really good. And I like Profusion shadows to do stuff like this with, like the e.l.f. and the Wet n Wild, because they're not so pigmented that you have to do a lot of blending if you're looking for that kind of light sheer kind of effect that I want, and not too much shadow where I have to be blending all day just to kind of just set that area, if that makes sense. So we're just going to continue to set it. And this also makes it easier when you're using a larger brush like this, especially if you're in a hurry and you're just trying to do like a quick, simple look. So you can get your other shades to kind of blend, like transition really smoothly. Let's apply a little bit more. I'm just trying to make sure the concealer and the eye primer is set. And I just like to go all the way across because I like to try to make sure my stuff is even on these eyes. Okay, great. So now we're going to go in with the BH Cosmetics brush. And it's this big fluffy brush. It's the number 12 brush. Let's go in with the shade Likeable. And it's the shade next to the last shade on the first row. And we're going to pop this shade right into our crease area. We're going to place it first, and then we're going to start lightly blending it. So we're going to place it right in the crease area. And it's a little bit deeper than the shade we placed to set under the brow bone area. And this is a nice large blending brush as well when you want to just pack it. You're not looking for preciseness. You're just looking to place the eyeshadow and do a like quick, simple, easy, nice look, which is what we're going to do today. So I'm going to continue packing in the crease area. And then I'm going to go out a little bit and back up around the shape of the crease area. Now we're going to lightly blend this crease area, like really lightly blend it. And when you're using larger fluffy brushes, I do like to use these, especially when you're blending like this, and they're real fluffy, because you don't have to worry about blending too hard. You can just still blend, but still with a lighter hand. So now I'm going to continue placing this shade right in that area. And place a little bit more on the other eye. And I like these two shades because they're not too deep where you can't control it, and you're not getting a whole lot of pigment that you're not looking for if you're not looking for it. if that makes sense. So now we're going to go in with the shade, let's do Fuse, which is a deeper matte type chocolate looking shade. And we're going to pop this in our outer V area and a little bit into our crease area. And we're just going to start blending this one. I didn't pack it. We're just going to blend it. Oh, and I'm sorry. I'm using the Morphe 573. And it's just a round, fluffy brush. And back to blending it right in that area. And then you want to blend in circular motions. And I'm not going all the way across my crease to my inner corner. Just packing it right there in that outer V area and up into the crease. Almost to the center of the eye. And we're just packing a little bit more. And I'm using pretty much the tip of the brush and placing it. And I like to do that so you can control the shadow where you're placing it. Because I feel like when you're putting it on the side of the brush and you start blending, you're going to start blending all over the place. And it'll start going like higher than you want to place it. Especially if you're trying to control the shadow. And add a little bit more. And it's blending like really, really good. I didn't pick up any of their, just random. I didn't pick up any of their holiday makeup. Let me know if you all picked up any of the items, if you received it, how it works. Because I've been kind of eyeing a little bit of it. But I just did not pick it up because I did a haul from BH Cosmetics and ColourPop. And I felt like that was enough for me to order. So we're just going to continue to blend, and we're doing it in circular motions. And again, we're not going too far up in that crease, like above it, because we're going to go in with a little smaller brush, blending brush, and diffuse the rest of it that's in the crease. So I think just a tad, little bit more, right on that lash line and that outer V, but not up in the crease. Just to deepen it a little bit more. And my eyes have been like running this morning. These seasonal allergies, oh my gosh, they're no joke. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our glitter glue. And see how simple and easy that is. If you don't want to sit here and play like I do sometimes, just sit here and act like I don't have anywhere to go and just play in shadows. This is like one simple, easy eye look. So now we're going to take our glitter glue. And then we're going to use our finger today and pack it on the center where the matte shade ends, going inwards. And pack it and place the most of the rest of it going towards the inner corner. And it's okay if you go over the matte shade a little bit, because you can always place it back on the eye. And I'm just going all the way up to the crease, but not all the way over to the outer V. Just the center to the inner corner. And the same thing with the other eye. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to wear some lashes today, because this eye here, the one I'm working on now, is giving me a run for my money running. And then maybe because I used my Restasis this morning, because I have dry eye syndrome, like really bad, and they were irritating me before I got on camera, so I had to make sure I took them. If not, my eyes would irritate me all day at work, and I would be wiping off this makeup because I have makeup wipes and makeup remover and everything at my desk. So random. Now we want to go in with the shade. Let's do a lighter shimmer shade, because I haven't done like a really soft lid in a couple of days. So I am going to take, I'm looking for a flat, kind of like a flat fluffy brush type to apply the shadow. So let's take, now let's do, you know what, me and this foolishness, I be having some brushes in front of me and then don't use the ones I have, which is crazy. Let's see. Okay, let's take this one. It's a little Luxie brush, came in a not a BH, Boxy Charm. And it's just this flat brush. And let's see. That's a nice shimmer. I don't want to do gold. I definitely don't want to do gold. Let's see. Let's do that shade. I want to do that one. We're going to take the 4th shimmer shade on the top row. I'm sorry about that ring light. And we're just going to pack it on the brush and then place it right in the area where we place the glitter glue. And you just want to pack it first. Like just really pack it really, really good so you can set the glitter glue. And you want to stamp it right in the crease. You don't want to go above it. That's pretty. And the same thing for this eye. And just pack it. That's pretty. I like it. We're going to take a little bit more just to make sure it's packed really, really good. I like the sparkle in it. It's really pretty. And the other eye, pack a little bit more. And now we're going to go with our finger just to make sure the shadow is like really packed on there. Because I feel like your finger can smooth it out a little bit more. And it's adding a little more to the eyelid. And we're doing the same thing for this eye. That is like so pretty. I feel like my lighting is off. I don't know. But this eye, oh my gosh. So we're going to go back in with the Morphe 573. And we're not going to apply any more shadow just yet. We're just going to kind of see if it's enough still on this brush to blend out the 2 shades before we add any more. Okay, so now I feel like we placed a little bit more that was still on the tip of the brush. Let's just make sure it's placed how you want it, like in a V shape. We're just blending these edges. So now we're going to go in with the Morphe 562 brush. And it's just this tiny, tiny, fluffy crease blending brush. And we're going to go in circular motions, blending the crease area to make sure everything is seamless. And then windshield wiper motions. Because you don't want that harshness. This is a beautiful white shade. You don't want that harshness in your crease area. And then back and forth. Circular motions. This is so pretty. So now I'm going to take my makeup remover cloth, wipe this off, and we're going to blend these edges. And we're going to flick inwards just so we can make sure the 2 shadows are blended. This right here is irking me, like really irking me. And then we're just going to continue to blend until we get those 2 shades to marry. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going in light circular motions because I feel like this eye is not blending as well as this eye. Maybe it's just my lighting. I don't know. I'm going to continue to blend. And back in the crease area. And blending. It has like this little tiny gold reflex in it as well. It's really pretty. That is so pretty. I don't think I need to add any more shadows. So we're going to go back in with the BH brush. and make sure everything is blended well. We're not going to add any more shadow. This is so pretty. Okay, so let's zoom in. I think we need to do a little bit more blending on these two edges. So we're going to take the, let's go back in with the Morphe 573 brush. Let me zoom out a little bit. I can't really see. Okay, now we're going to go back in with the chocolate shade that we placed, and we're putting it on the tip because I feel like we need to add a little bit more to kind of get it blended like we want it in that area. And we're going to add it right there. And just lightly blend, like in a circle right in that area without going over, just in that area with it on the tip of the brush, and go outwards and upwards. So you're really just blending in a V and not across the shadow. You just filling in pretty much that gap. Same thing for this eye. Circle right in that outer V, just light circle motions, and then upwards, and blow it out. Sort of shape out and around. Circular motions, outwards and up. Because you're not going back over that white shade. You just want to make sure this deeper shade is blown out. This is a nice Morphe brush too if you don't own it. This is like a really, really soft brush. Oh, my lighting is horrible this morning. But that's okay. Now we're going to take this pencil brush again, just to make sure everything is blended, seamless. We're going to circular motions and windshield wiper motions. Now that is pretty. Now we go back in with our BH brush just to make sure the edges are blended really, really well. This lighting is horrible today. So now let's go with our ColourPop fluffy brush. One last time, let's go back in with this matte shade that we use to set the brow bone area with, and we're going to just pack a little bit more back onto this area on both eyes to kind of brighten it back up just a little bit. So now we just can lightly blend, well, not blend but fluff, because that blend is not going to work with this big brush. Okay, so I think that should do it. This is the eye look. I'm going to jump off camera, my norm, and finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back to show you guys the final look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the final look. I love how everything came together, from the eyes to the base, everything. It is really pretty today. It's really what I was looking for, something really light, little glam, but yet still kind of on the really, really pretty side. But again, if you have this palette, let me know your thoughts on it. If you have not tried Profusion, this would be a great way to try it. These palettes in this style are pretty much, most of them are really, 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 really good. I know this one and the Siennas are like my favorites that I've used more than the other palettes I have. I have to dive into the rest of them to kind of let you all know if they're actually my favorites, but I do like the other ones as well. But I tend to go to this one and the Siennas when I want something more natural, because I'm used to using these two palettes. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the eyeshadow tutorial. I'm going to try to get into different other types of videos while I'm out for the Christmas break. Because like I said, a lot of time, all of my videos, not most, all of my eye videos are in the mornings when I'm going to work, and I do apologize for not being like really detailed with a whole lot of stuff, like doing my face more fully. But it's only because I'm pressed with time and I'm trying to head out the door to go to work. But I'm gonna try to do a little bit better on the weekends. A lot of time I don't touch it on the weekends because I really don't wear makeup on the weekends. But I'm gonna try my best to do a little better, and I hope to get this collection eyeshadow palette collection video in, you know, while I'm out for the Christmas break. Okay, again, I am sorry for ranting, but that's just me. I just be talking all over the place. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I'd enjoyed creating this look, this beautiful look today. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to your girl's channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.